track. And now we're going over the mat. We're also going around the horseshoe and into the infield and down the runway through the finish line. Lots of action here. There's Blake Mitchell. He's riding for the Cougars in the middle, lane 2. Grant Moore will be on the inside track. He'll try to shoot the hole for the Bobcats. And over in lane 3, the Cobras, Mark Smith. Well, he's been featured in Sports Illustrated. He's being featured right now on Maximum Drive. Scott Summers is back with us. Howdy.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Good to have you. Well, we're going to do over the mat. You've seen it for a couple of days. You know, you must be mad. You never had anything like this when you were a kid.
You know, these guys are starting off awful early. They're going to be tough in a few years.
All right, here we go. Speaking of tough, right now, Cougars, Blake Mitchell has the lead with Grant Moore, the Bobcats, in the number 2 spot, and Mark Smith in 3rd. They got to deal with the Cubs, which they seem to love because they can go all out.
Yeah, these guys are staying pretty close together, too. Looks like a good race.
That's Blake Mitchell with Cougars in 1st. What's your favorite type of bike?
I like the big ones like the XR600s.
Okay. Well, maybe in a few years, Maximum Drive will become Maximum Overdrive.
There you go.
All right, you can see Blake Mitchell loving every minute of it around turn 1. Grant Moore in the 2 spot. There's Mark Smith. Very close race.
It's going to get real interesting right now, I think.
Yep. Scott, you know what they got to do. Kickstands down, no matter how whatever it takes. Motors off.
They're right here.
Look at that. Go.
Perfectly matched. Whoa.
He's got to get back on that mat. He's got to get back on the mat. They're talking to Grant Moore. Trying to get back on the mat. Okay, Mark Smith has the lead. There's Blake Mitchell in the 2 spot. And poor Grant Moore had to get back on the mat.
Bad luck with the mat.
They're going to do a complete lap and then come around and bring it home. So it's Mark Smith at Hairpin Alley, followed by Blake Mitchell. Right now it's a 2-man race. We'll get some good speed here. The Cobras lead.
Got 1 whole lap to go, so anything can happen.
Blake Mitchell of the Cougars in the 2 spot, and Grant Moore, the Bobcats, 3rd. What could you possibly do after this, Scott, after Maximum Drive? What's on your agenda?
Well, I'm probably going to keep going to these races, keep me busy about every weekend.
There you go. Mark Smith at the runway, now to Hairpin. If he can clear this, he's looking in good shape. But you can see Blake right behind him. Mark Smith kind of looked back.
Yeah, he's looking back. He's getting nervous. I think he knows he's got it now, though.
Yep, there's Mark under the checkered flag in the 1 spot for the Cobras. And they will pick up their 5 points and over the mat. Cougars have 3 and Bobcats 1. Take a look at the actual mat action here. This looks like synchronized jumping, but a funny thing happened to Grant Moore on his way over that. Whoa! Well, it's funny depending on who you root for. Grant just tripped. There's no other way to phrase it. So that gave Mark and Blake an open door. Grant had to turn around and do it one more time. Mark took off, took the lead, and won the race. So, after 2 events, the 11th, Bobcats 6, Cougars 6, Cobras 6, we're going to break this tie when MD continues after this.